Thank you, Brianda. As we are keeping our eyes on Wall Street this morning, so far the market's getting ready to start this week up. The opening bell about 2 hours away from ringing, and we did just check stock futures. All three major indexes up so far. Now, this is as there's more confusion over President Trump's tariffs, just days after he said smartphones and laptops would be exempt. A change of course.
Well, how will that change prices? ABC's Perry Russum gives us some insight.
This morning, another reversal in President Trump's tariffs. Days after saying smartphones, laptops, and other electronics would be exempt from his latest round of tariffs, Trump now saying those products will be targeted soon.
That's going to be announced very soon, and we'll be discussing it. But we'll also talk to companies. You have to show a certain flexibility. Nobody should be so rigid. You have to have a certain flexibility.
The president now focusing on tariffs for semiconductors, small materials used to make everything from smartphones to cars. Trump says he'll announce their tariff rate over the next week.
The tariffs will be in place in the not distant future because, as you know, like we did with steel, like we did with automobiles, like we did with aluminum, which are now fully on, we'll be doing that with semiconductors, with chips, and numerous other things.
There are wide concerns the tariffs will raise prices on American consumers. But the Trump administration says one of their overall goals is to boost manufacturing in the U.S.
We need to have semiconductors, we need to have chips, and we need to have flat panels. We need to have these things made in America.
Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren on CNN accusing Trump's tariff rollout of being loaded with chaos and corruption.
You can't get an economy strong and moving forward when it's loaded with chaos and corruption. Investors will not invest in the United States when Donald Trump is playing red light, green light.
The Trump administration says while some countries have reached out to negotiate on tariffs, right now there are no plans for Trump to speak with China's President Xi Jinping. China faces a tariff of 145%. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
There has been a big push to boost semiconductor chip manufacturing in the U.S., with Texas getting a lot of that business. The state has a committee dedicated to innovation. So just last year, Samsung received nearly $6.5 billion to expand its chip production here in our state. And in 2022, Texas Instruments broke ground on a $30 billion semiconductor manufacturing center up in Sherman, which is expected to create about 4,000 jobs. The company says production could start this year.